Hello, I'm Judy Boatin of HOPSA 85, and today I'm honored to be spending some time in the company of a bold and beautiful lady who wears many hats, personally and professionally. As a co-founder of the LEAP Social Impact Organization, she is an entrepreneur with a passion for human development, with a special focus on the youth. And as an added bonus, I've had the privilege of knowing this beautiful lady for a good 40 years or so. So meet Nana Bosompemah Ohene Adu, who is still as formidable as she was when we first met each other at Holy Child School at the tender age of 11. Hello, Nana Bosompemah. How are you today?
Judy, my sister, I'm doing great today. Thank you very much for that beautiful introduction and mentioning all the ages and everything. I'm really honored to be having this chat with you today.
Thank you so much. And thank you for taking some time today to share a little bit of yourself with us. Okay, Nana, let's start with your journey from Holy Child School till now. Can you kindly share some snippets of that journey with us?
Okay. I've always considered myself to have been born with the factor gene, as in the factor non-verbal gene. Yeah, because my mom went to Holy Child Training College, and after which she gave birth to me. So right from infancy, I felt like a Hobson. And I also have two big sisters, Kate and Pat, are there, being Hobsons. So, you know, right from infancy, I was encouraged to dream big. And having been accepted into Holy Child School in my secondary school ages, I was privileged to meet sisters like you, which I can now call my tribe, and I can fall on in any situation that I find myself in. So yes, I studied science at Holy Child. It was fun. It made me more curious. I had inspiring, we had inspiring tutors, which made it more less stressful for me. And then I went on to read biochemistry and food science at the University of Ghana, Legon. After which I worked in the mining company for 21 years. And half of it, whilst I was in the mining company, I started a reading club, which has yielded into the LEAP organization as it is now. So more than 15 years of social impact work. That's what I've done.
That's excellent. That's pretty impressive. So my next question is kind of two-dimensional. Did you always choose this career? And when did you realize that this is what you've always wanted to do?
No, I always say that my steps have been ordered by God, because naturally I'm the happy-go-lucky person. I just, do anything when I feel like doing it. And in Holy Child, we didn't, back then, we didn't even have career counseling per se. So I've just moved on into whatever is fitting for me, and that's how it has been. But concerning the reading club that I mentioned earlier on, I actually had a moment where 1 a.m. in our dawn, I woke up and I started writing some things that I could do to give back to my community, because I had been thinking about how to do that. As I saw my life progressing, I wished that I could give back to my community, because I felt my community had also supported me in my earlier life. So at 1 a.m. I woke up, my husband was studying at that time. He looked at me and I started reading, and I started writing, and I was telling him things. This is how it's going to be. It will be a reading club where the youth, especially girls, will be, will be trained or will be mentored through reading and serving. It will serve as a bridge between school and home, sort of something like that. So the main objective was to assist the youth, especially girls, to gain some literacy skills and to be able to develop their skills or their gifts and, reach out to get their dreams. So then it went on for all the years and has come into this leap where now we have an elementary school and we have a training center, and we also have the not-for-profit aspect of it where we are focusing on girls' skills development now. Yeah, so.
That's wonderful. So it was all about having a dream, a vision, and then making it happen.
Yeah, making it happen. Factor and verbal action. Actionize your dreams.
Wonderful. Yes, indeed. Actions, not words. You're right. Okay. Now, what were some of the obstacles you encountered on your professional journey, and how did you overcome them?
I would say that lack or limited resources, especially time. Being a woman and doing all sorts of things, trying to survive and, be an entrepreneur. So time was always a constraint, or is always a constraint. And the way I overcame it is by self-development. Developing myself, finding time to develop myself so that when an opportunity comes, I'm ready for it. And also those closely, those near me, helping them to also develop themselves so that we could all make a difference with, our multitasking, if we need to repurpose, and if we need to make sacrifices too. So yeah, time and self-development has helped me a lot. Then there's social harassment. Because I was working in a male-dominated field, this was quite a mark. And the way I overcame it was by developing assertiveness, because I realized that if I'm vulnerable, then people can take advantage of me in that manner. And even with the kind of social work that I was doing, helping kids, come out, develop their skills and all, without a lot of funding, we needed to go out and, solicit help from the mostly males and in my environment. So I needed to, be able to ask for help that I needed to move on without being so emotional. And that has helped me to combat sexual harassment until now.
Wonderful. That's inspiring.
And the assertiveness has even helped me to even, gain more confidence and be able to rise up through the ranks in my organization, where I started off as a chemist and I ended up as a project manager and senior specialist for employee engagement as part of the executive committee.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So in effect, you've been able to turn the stumbling blocks into stepping stones to help you make progress. Okay, that's wonderful. Now, as a member of the teaching profession, I can fully relate to the rewards and as well as the challenges of working with young people, particularly in the school environment. More often than not, it's difficult to detach yourself physically and mentally from work once you get home. Now, as a woman, how do you attain work-life balance, and how does your family support you?
Okay, it depends on whether you consider your work as just doing something to get by or as fulfilling your purposes in life, as in job versus work. I've had a great work-life balance because my hobbies have turned into my livelihood along the way, and work and play, have integrated sort of to impact my world by the grace of God. In that, when in working with the youth, they actually give me energy, and children are time conscious, so they help me to manage my time properly. They motivate me. Children are curious. They drive me sometimes to even take certain risks that I wouldn't do on my own. So yeah, work and play give me much pleasure because I'm not afraid to fail. And my family has been very loving and non-judgmental. They have supported me to be who I am. I'm free to come out with my ideas and implement them. So actions all the way.
Brilliant, brilliant. Let's talk about something very dear to your heart, Si Capa. I think it's so precious to you that you've actually appended it to your name. So you're Nana Bosompemah Si Capa. Now, when we talk Si Capa, I always remember the jewelry. It's the jewelry that comes to mind because I'm fortunately a beneficiary of their beautifully produced jewelry. Now, can you tell us more about Si Capa? Wadaroma.
Madama, Si Capa means, Si Capa is a proverb in my dialect, the Akan language, which means, which goes like, Infifripa de Si Capa befi. Literally meaning, good sweat, bring good money home. And it means hard work brings success. So that's where Si Capa comes in. And because it's an initiative which is, encouraging girls to work hard and not beg for money and be able to gain develop their skills and, move on in life. That's why that brand comes through. And we try to encourage the girls to, develop their skills, whatever, vocational skills, technical skills, or we find a place, if maybe somebody has developed the skills and they need a place to start up something small, and we have a small place, a small shop, we do it. So it's creating a safe means of income generation for adolescents and young women, so that we can also connect them to markets like you, as you are wearing some of our jewelry. And as you can see, even during the 75th anniversary, we tried to make Hausa themed bracelets.
Yes.
Now we are making Hausa themed privileged, some for our privileged also. So depending on times and seasons, it could be fashion, it could be food, it could be traditional food, that's what I mean. It could be something that, like life skill, technical, the production of liquid soap, for example, helped us a lot during the COVID, during the pandemic, where girls could actually find something to do. And if they need to sell or they need a little profit to survive, then they would get it. So it's a whole range of, trying to help somebody to survive. So when you patronize our items and our jewelry, as you said, you go a long way to help somebody in a deprived way, in a deprived area to survive, which is what Si Capa stands for.
That's pretty impressive. So I pray and hope that you get more people on board so we can actually help others to become independent instead of relying on others all the time. So yeah.
Yes. Please, Hausa themed bracelets, kindly buy some for us. It's affordable. You may have to pay for a little delivery.
Right. Okay. And why not? Anything to help others. No. Wonderful. Okay. And last but not least, how did your education at Holy Child School prepare you for your profession? Now, this is a two-part question. So the next part would be, what advice will you give your teenage self today? But first of all, let's talk about how your education at Holy Child School prepared you for your profession.
Love for God. Love
Wonderful. Right.
was the first thing that I learned at Holy Child.
Okay.
That to go for mass every day.
Yes.
Being involved in those activities made me love God more, and it has helped me a lot because I'm trying to be an entrepreneur, trying to be who you are. We definitely need to be loving God. Yeah. Resilience. At Holy Child, we did house duties, house chores. Even if you were, nobody was special. And for me, I was, as I said, I grew up with bigger sisters. So at home, I could opt out of house chores. But at school, I had to wake up early, do it. And even though I was an athlete also, I had to do it. There was one time that the athletes didn't, we went for training at dawn, so we couldn't do our house duties. And we were all put on demerits.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. They
Right.
told us
Yes,
we were all sanctioned.
Yes.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
So all that, and the athletics, all that, made me very resilient so that, I can face life in the way that it's happening.
Yes.
And the power of trusting relationships. Our tribe of fiery red sisters is a great social capital, which, supports us through life. So my education at Holy Child really has prepared me for whatever that I'm doing. And it was fun. Everything was fun. Whatever, we did, be it athletes, be it studying, be it going for mass, remember the songs, how we used to joke with some of them.
Right.
I cannot come to the banquet,
Yeah.
So, and, in life, we need fun. We need a lot of that. So, Holy Child really has prepared me for life.
Right. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy, or makes Jack a dull girl.
Yes. In this hard world, we need.
Yes. You need a form of entertainment, therapy. So okay, right. Sorry.
The advice that I'll give to my teenage self today would be to never assume that people are like me.
Okay.
Never assume that people are like you. Always see people, get to know people, and then, work with them. I always listen to those who are brave enough to tell you the truth, to caution you. In fact, find friends like you, like many of our sisters. Find friends who can tell you the truth.
Yes.
You can, charter the path well. And also never mind what might have been. Let the old go by. Past is beyond. Always move on. So those are my advice.
Useful pieces of advice. Right. Okay. Yes. So once again, thank you so much for your time and also for everything that you do. I wish you every continuing success as you continue to encourage a can-do attitude, not just for us, but for all the youth that you mentor. And may God continue to bless and keep you and all of us. So once again,
thank you.
yes.
Thank you also. And it's been a pleasure. My pleasure. Thanks for the opportunity for having me on this chat.
All right.
Bless us all.
All right. Bless you too. Okay. Bye-bye.